Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Chapter 7. As a church bell sounded 12 o'clock, I knocked on Lanyon's door. He opened it, and just in time, too, for a policeman was coming down the street. I went quickly inside the house. "Are you the man Jekyll sent?" Lanyon asked. "I am," I replied. I had to keep my face in shadow. What if Lanyon had read what Hyde looked like? I lifted my eyes to look at Lanyon. I could see that he, too, hated me at once. "Have you got it?" I asked. "The drawer?" I put my hand on Lanyon's arm as if to squeeze the answer out of him. He stepped back. "Just a minute," Lanyon said. "You forget. I do not know you. Please, be seated." I sat down. I tried to act calm, but I could not. "I beg you," I said in a broken whisper. "I am here on an important matter, a matter of life and death. I must not take much time. Henry Jekyll needs this drawer." Lanyon looked at me. He could see that I had to have the drawer. And I could see that he wanted to find out what was happening. "There is the drawer," he said, "on the floor behind the table." I jumped up. I ran to the drawer. My hands were shaking as I looked inside. There was all that I needed to save my life. I let out a short cry of joy. Again I turned to Lanyon. He looked so puzzled. "Do you have a large glass?" I asked. He got me one. I poured in the red liquid, and then I added the powder. There was only a little of it left now. The mixture in the glass foamed and bubbled. I held it above my head. I grinned at Lanyon. "And so," I said, "what is your wish? Shall I take this glass and the drawer and go from your house, or do you want to know what will happen when I drink this?" "Drink it?" said Lanyon, surprised. "But what about Jekyll? The things in this drawer are to be taken to him, are they not?" "Jekyll will get what he needs," I said. "Now, will you have me stay or go? Think before you answer. I will do only what you say. But I warn you, if you watch me drink what is in this glass, you will never be the same. Your eyes shall be opened. Now decide." "You speak in riddles," said Lanyon. He walked up and down the room for a moment. Then he said, "I suppose I have gone too far with this. I want to know more. Drink. I wish to see this to the end." "Good," I cried. "But remember, Lanyon, you are a doctor. You may not tell what you see. It will be our secret. And now, you who have laughed at magic, look." With that, I put the glass to my lips. I drank the drug in one gulp. I gave a cry. I began to shake. I held on to the table, but still I fell to the floor. When I got up again, I stood before Lanyon as Henry Jekyll. "Oh, no," cried Lanyon. "It cannot be. No, no." "Yes, Lanyon," I whispered. "It is. It is." For the next hour, I told Lanyon my story, from beginning to end. I could see that every word of my terrible story seemed to drain a little more life from him. And when I left him that night, he was an old man. Death was written on his face.